This is Nate the Great. Anybody can improve themselves if they're willing to work at it. And in today's topic, we're going to talk about how do you lose belly fat and the perfect diet. Now, to begin with this, belly fat cannot be lost in and of itself in one portion. You can't just lose belly fat without losing weight all over your body. It's called spot reduction, which is impossible to do. So I'm going to keep it real with you and tell you that you cannot lose belly fat on its own. You will lose it all over your body at the same time. So let's go ahead on and get that out the way. And just know that fat loss comes down to net expenditure versus net intake. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, your diet has to be on point. Your diet has to be on point to the point where you're burning more calories than you're taking in. So how do we do that? We created the caloric deficit. So when you restrict your calories, that means that you're burning more calories than you're taking in. Maybe by food intake or more cardio. But like I said before, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot just lose you cannot lose belly fat. You cannot just lose belly fat. You can't lose stomach fat. You can't just lose fat off your arms. You can't just lose fat off your face, your neck, your chest, your love handles, your calves, your toenails, whatever. But to get back to the point is, you can't lose body fat in one area. Like Paul Revere said, hey, when you're scooping up from the pool, you can't get the water from the bottom without getting the water from the top. So whatever your body stores the most fat at, most likely is going to appear to be the one that goes last. So if you store a lot of fat in your midsection, just like me, then it's going to appear to go last, but that doesn't mean you're not losing fat off of that. That's why, to me, a lot of this area is going to be more pronounced than in my midsection, because my midsection, my body stores more of my fat there. Some people store more fat in their thighs and stuff like that. Everyone is different. So look at your body, and wherever you store the most fat, most likely is going to appear to be the one that looks like it goes the last. So I'm going to go ahead on and tell you guys the truth. Got to keep it real with you. I'm not going to lie with you. I'm not going to lie to you or with you to make you feel better. The perfect diet, absolutely, hands down, perfect diet is the one that you can stick to. Don't believe all the hype and just, okay, she did keto, or she did the carnivore diet, or he did whatever other kind of fad diet. There's a whole lot of them out there. The best diet for you is the one that you can stick to. Hands down. Because what works for someone else may not work for you. Everyone is different. Everybody made different shapes and sizes. Everybody got different metabolisms and stuff like that. Everybody got different taste buds and all stuff like that. That's why you can't structure a diet one for all. You can't just make a one-trick pony diet that everybody that can just stick to. Why you think fitness is so oversaturated with the bullshit? I'm going to keep it real with you. The diets that will help you is the one that you will stick to. Plain simple. So, find the one that you can stick to and just go about it. I recommend flexible dieting because it doesn't restrict you. If you feel like you're being restricted in your diet, it's not the diet for you. The perfect diet is the one that you can stick to, right? So if you don't like your diet, if you're dreading, oh, I gotta go eat this meal, I don't like this food, it's not the diet for you, it won't last. And as soon as you get to your goal, you're gonna eat it. You're gonna eat the food back and you're gonna gain the weight back. What we're trying to do here, we're trying to lose the fat and keep it off. You can't keep it off if you're restricting yourself and you feel like you're in punishment every time you go to the refrigerator. That is not the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to enjoy your meals. When it doesn't even supposed to feel like you're even on a diet, that is the goal. When you get there, that's that real sweet spot. That's a real sweet spot right there. That's the real sweet spot. You don't want to feel like you're on a diet. That's how you lose the fat and keep it off. You've seen these people that do those diets, restrict themselves, one of these fad diets like the keto and stuff, knowing they love carbs, knowing they love the crackers, the breads, all, the rice, all that good stuff. And they giving it all up, but as soon as they eat that and they get there to their goal, they lose it. Right? They lose it in the head. You don't want to lose it in your head because a lot of this is psychological as well. We need to be able to stick to this diet without having to constantly think about this all the time. We overcomplicate things when we try to do these very complicated diets. That's why a lot of this stuff is just oversaturated with bull. So what we need to do, we need to have a good diet in place that we know that we can stick to, or find somebody to help you with that. There's a whole bunch of options that you can do. There's a whole bunch at your disposal, and I can help you with that. Anybody else can help you with that. But if you know that you cannot stick to this diet, you will not last. I'm telling you that now. You have to love it. You gotta love it. You gotta change your lifestyle. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to give it up? Are you willing to make those sacrifices? This is Nate the Great. Anybody can improve themselves if they're willing to work at it. Signing out.